welcome to another episode of Hashtag I'm Just Saying. I'm yours truly, MemeMichelle. If you guys can hear us out there, you see we got some mics today because y'all always say you can't hear the brothers when they talk. So I did a little investing in the business. So hope you can hear us. We're going to get this party started. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for just supporting me each and every Saturday. This is what I want to ask you to do. Get involved, leave your comments, ask questions, use your emojis. Anything you want to ask these two brothers, please do. You don't hear anything, Kim? Turn it up. Turn the phone up. Is it up? If y'all can hear me, give me the thumbs up. Are they thumbing up? Because Tina said she could hear earlier. Okay, well, we're going to keep the party started. If y'all can't hear us, let me know. She said, let me mess it up. I'm going to let her do her thing, y'all. Oh, yeah. Hear me just fine. So, if you ask your questions and invite your friends, and there is a button right down on the left-hand side of the corner. It says share. Can you please share the episode? Don't be selfish and keep it for yourself. Share it. Share it to your page so other people can look at it. And when I send out promos, y'all share that too. Even the guest that's on the panel. But anyway, that's another Jenny Jones, as my grandfather would say. So, the drink of the day. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I got tired of making these big old pictures, and then nobody really drank it, especially when the conversation got good. So I made it really small today, as you can see. The camera lady had a little taste. So this is a chocolate peppermint martini. Oh, my God. Let me tell you what it consists of. So it's amaretto. It's salted caramel vodka. It's Kahlua. And it's Bailey's and a peppermint vodka. All equal parts. Shake that thing up. Then I got some... There were pretzels that I saw in Total Wine. Big ups to Total Wine. They have the best prices. They were the best. I'm talking $10, $5, $10 cheaper than everybody else. They had some chocolate covered pretzels with peppermints on them. So I crushed it up, and that's what's on the rim of my glass. Come on now. And if you had taste-o-vision. Woo! But anyway, so I want to give a big ups to Shop Slay Play. I got on this nice little one unit. He said he like it because it's purple. He just wanted ready to start barking. But it's in St. Louis. If you need something, she has the most beautiful, reasonable clothes. So thank you, Shop Slay Play. I wish I had some accessories from your store, but I didn't get any. So I just want to give you a shout out. And irresistible lashes, because my lashes are always on point. But that's way off of 290. So if you want to go that far, you can go that far.
There's always ink mod.
So let's introduce this guest panel today. Dre, give him a shout out.
Andre Caesar, how y'all doing, folks?
Yeah, and this is Bruce Bell. Go on, give him a little shout out.
Hi, I'm Bruce Bell. Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, he is the professional bachelor, and he's been married a plethora of years. And the reason I'm telling y'all this information is because we are talking about relationships today. Well, this is called the MANuscript, a man's guide to dating, sex, love, and relationships. So any questions that you have for the brothers, please feel free to ask, because they want to give you their advice today. They're going to tell you where you're going wrong trying to date. They're going to tell you if you're doing too much, you're not doing enough. They're going to tell you if looks matter. We're going to cover all that. But before we get to the topic, let's cover the hot topic. Y'all know I added something new to the segment. It's called Hot Topic. So I don't know if you noticed on Facebook, there was a young man in St. Louis trying to get into his building. A nice black man and nice white lady. I don't know if she was nice. She stopped him and she was like, "You can't be in here," or whatever. And he was like, "I live here." Let me tell y'all, didn't I explain last week? We can't keep doing that because Donald Duck giving y'all the power. Look, y'all gonna make some major mistakes. Well, the woman followed him in. She wouldn't let him in the door. even when he showed the keys to his apartment, it was a high-rise building, she still gave him the blues. She was calling the police. And do you know what? She lost her job. She worked for a management company of a property, and they was like, we are a minority-owned company, and we don't play prejudice, so you got to go. So now she was like, I'm not prejudiced. My ex-husband is black. You wasn't thinking about that when you ain't want that man in that building. You was probably mad at your man. He probably did something to you. So you need to watch this show talking about relationships, because you kind of a little salty because the black man gave you the deuce. So what y'all think about it? Let's talk about it.
It's just
Make sure you in the mic.
Make sure I'm in the mic. It's just unfortunate because it's just the state of where we are in America today.
Yep.
Racism, we know, is always prevalent and above board, no matter how much they try to talk it down. But these are those that are just empowering themselves, as you just mentioned, based on the activities and actions of our president that feels as if this is okay. So we have to continue to be a voice. We have to continue to be a voice about it not being right and stand up for what is right. I applaud the brother for keeping his composure through the whole experience, because had it been the average everyday brother, like myself, it would have been a totally different outcome. So I applaud him and all that she did wrong, and she's been talked about enough, but I want to talk about him. I don't know what his name is, but big ups to you, man. I appreciate the way you represented our people.
Yeah, because you didn't call her a snitch, and not the SN, but the B. We proud of you.
Yeah.
Bruce, what you think?
I mean, I have the same opinion as y'all do about it. That's a discussion I had the other day at my office, and that was, then too, how we just discriminate amongst ourselves. Because that's a discussion, like I was just saying, I had the other day about,
we do discriminate against
if
each
you
other.
live in a nice neighborhood or something like that, and you look outside and you look down the street and you see some 4 young boys with hoodies on their heads and you don't know them, and they walking down your street, and that's the first time you saw, you're gonna be like, hey,
Let me
what
tell
y'all
you
doing over here, that type of thing. So we discriminate amongst ourselves too as well, and that's a thing too that a discussion I had the other day. But I mean, as of right now, that's the world we live in. I talked about Frederick Douglass and the times he went through, and I was like, they dealt with a lot.
They sure did.
But they were still able to get a lot of things accomplished at the same time.
So
just like the brother, he commended him. That's how you supposed to carry yourself,
right?
By example.
We are such a smart people. We are such an innovative people. You can't really keep us down. And, people expect us to just like go off when stuff happens, and that's not the case. We know how to, that's how you want to play this game? Then I'm going to hit you in your pocket. I'm going to play with your coin, and I'm going to get them people in your life. Keep playing with me, because how come I can't live here? So, that's our take on the hot topic of the day. Big up, Soul Boy. I wish I should have wrote your name down.
Yeah,
but
that
you
T.I.
did.
had almost the same experience.
Yeah. Oprah
He
had
went
the
to jail for that.
same experience overseas years ago.
T.I. went to jail a few months ago behind that.
Yeah. Yes,
In the
absolutely.
subdivision where he lives, he got in
Yep,
trouble with
he
the
sure
guards.
did,
He
'cause
couldn't
they-
get in.
In the gated community.
Yep. So, y'all know what the topic of the day is, the manuscript. So we're going to get started. Name one of the biggest mistakes women make when they are dating.
Start with Bruce. He's a professional dater. I don't date anymore. So start over there, and I may have some
Okay, all right.
some outline insight. Yes.
All right, repeat that question one more time.
Name one of the biggest mistakes women make when they are dating. Bruce, the professional bachelor.
Expectations. Putting expectations on the person. That's the biggest thing is expectations. You cut down expectation, because I realize it's wrong to kind of expect a person to be the person you want them to be instead of the person they are.
So, do you think women go in it? Okay, not all women, so y'all don't judge me. It's a fantasy. It's like every dude you meet, you're not going in dating casually like this may be the one, this may not be the one. You going in straight marriage. And see, because I've been married before, I ain't living my life like that. I'm going in like, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. Let's see if we'll have a good time. friends if it don't work. I go in with no expectations. But I think women, they go in with too many expectations and they tell too much and they don't listen enough.
Great point. I would say because I raised 4 daughters and none of my daughters are married. And my thing is when you're dating, number one, you've got to be true to yourself because too many times you've got more so than not, and I'm around brothers all the time. More so than not, women run into game on a regular. Bros presenting to you what they think you want to hear. Most of it's composed of lies. You know what I'm saying? When what a woman really wants to hear is truth. You know what I'm saying?
But do they really want to hear the truth? Because we say we want to hear the truth, but when you meet a brother that tell you the truth, you like, oh, well, maybe he'll change. No. When you get you a good one that tell you the truth, believe it.
No.
If he tell you.
Let me finish that. Because
I'm going to drink to that.
It all depends on what phase you're in because you're dealing with a grown woman. A grown woman knows what she wants, especially when you talk about you've been married, you've been through some controversy, you've been divorced. You know, okay, this is what I want. So when you go into that first date, you need to be talking about that. A lot of times what can happen is if you got a brother that's kind of, got it going for himself a little bit, if he's spending money, buying trips, buying clothes, throwing change at your bill, you'll discard all the shit that you don't want.
Throwing change at your bill. Come on now. Can you throw me some change at my bill? I got a lot of it.
Out of that.
So then if you buy into that, then you just been bought into that, right? And receive that.
Okay.
Receive that based on what are you trying to get out of the date?
Okay.
What are you trying to get out of the date? And women need to know that on the front end. When you date, are you dating for a relationship?
All right.
You dating for a good time?
Good.
You're dating for an opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, did y'all take notes?
An opportunity for, is he a resource? Okay, this won't go long term. I'm not going to go meet his mama, but I need some help with this condo.
Okay.
If that's your function, then let it be. But know that on the front end of it, right? Know that and define that on the front end. Because, bros, a lot more so than not, bros won't give you the real.
Look at he drinking. You give me your take on that. Give me your.
That's why
I got him.
That's why you definitely have a good panel here today. So I mean the way you laid this out is perfect because someone who's married, they get a chance to see an outside perspective on them.
Because how long you been married?
We've been married 27 years. We've been together 32 years.
See what I'm saying?
So I got 3 decades in this game.
Yeah, and that's what I tell,
how long you been a bachelor?
Since we're on that. Well, I've been married because I got married on expectation because I expected her to change into the woman I want her to be. You see what I'm saying? But then I got later on, me and her have a great relationship now because I apologized to her for that because then it made sense. I mean, to everyone back then it was like, okay, I'm getting married because I'm pregnant.
See, I didn't get married for that.
Not you fall, but you're supposed to fall in love, then have the baby. Not, and I was there for and she kept telling me, you only here for my baby. I was like, I'm here. I mean,
but she wanted
I thought that was a positive thing. But, I was young and immature. So after that point, I prayed for maturity, and that's when I started seeing things like this.
Come on now, pray for maturity. We got any questions, Kim? Any comments? Okay. So, we women always say that when we're dating with a purpose, #seriously dating, all men start out on the same playing field, the level ground. Really, and it's an equal opportunity situation. And usually, the guy talk himself out of the situation. They talk themselves out the draws. #that.
Which is a good thing.
So, but my question is, do men feel the same way about women? Do we start off on an equal playing field, or do y'all just date to hit? Or do y'all go in like, oh, she might be all right? Because I think women go in it looking for forever. Men go in it looking for a good time. Help us out.
All right, so I don't date, but I talk to a lot of brothers that do, right? Mm-hmm. So, you got guys that's just out there to hit.
Yeah.
You got them out there. But there's a lot of men out there wounded, looking for love, been hurt, can't find love, looking for that woman, and that they can make the missus, right? Put the ring on, give the name to. Maybe make a couple more babies with, depending on where you are in your life, I'm not doing that. All I want to do is practice. I don't want to make a baby. I just want to practice. Ain't that right, baby?
Amen.
Yeah, talk to the queen. She know.
I'm too old for that. Let's just play the game.
But the thing of it is, some men are looking for love. Some men are looking for the bring home the mama happily ever after, because the game out there is just as wicked for the men as it is for the women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because you got plenty of women out there that got a game and play guys to the left and to the right on a regular.
Yeah.
And good with it. And some of it is generational. Like the mama was taught by the grandma.
A whole other lane.
And now the mama is teaching the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Not you teaching your babies. You know what I'm saying? It's all about opportunity. So, and I credit that to, I tell you this. So I tell my daughters, the greatest gift God ever gave you was the female body.
That's what they say.
You know what I'm saying? Because it can do some phenomenal things. No, not just that. Not just that.
No.
Not just that. It goes above and beyond that.
A whole nother life.
It is because as men, all we are at the end of the day, penis and testicles.
Okay.
And I'm just being above board because we're on camera. We're just penis and testicles. There's nothing special about it.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Keep it
saying?
real.
But as a woman, you know what I'm saying? You've got a body that has a cycle, that cleanses itself. You know what I'm saying? You can carry life.
Look at that.
You know what I'm saying? For a long period of time. Once that life gets here, you can feed that life from your body.
From your
you know
own
what I'm saying? The woman's body is so special. So because God chose you to be a woman instead of a man, He chose you to be special.
Amen.
So you got to be real special in your choosing on who you give it to.
So know your worth.
Boom.
That's pretty much what he's
Know
saying.
your queendom.
Know your
You're a queen
worth
for a reason.
because you don't have to settle for anything. Dating is really easy because a man can see you coming from a mile away if you're insecure. A man can see you coming from a mile away even if you portray this image that you're not, they can see it.
So can y'all.
Yeah, and they feed on that.
That's a two-way highway.
But it is. But because I'm a woman and I'm not a man and I didn't experience it, I watch my girls go through things where they meet these dudes that kind of use them. And sex ain't going to keep a man. I don't care how you good at fellatio. I don't care how you good at sitting on his face. I don't care how you good at it. Because it ain't going to keep him. If a baby can't keep him, your wet spot ain't going to keep him either. You got to have some intelligence. You got to have some conversation. Let me tell you what the penitentiary say. Conversation rule the nation.
Mm-hmm.
You right.
So you got to be able to sit down and have and it ain't got to be politics, but you got to be able to sit down and have a conversation with this man, intrigue him. I want a man to make love to my mind.
What can you share with your clothes on?
Come on now,
You know what
woo!
I'm saying?
Because I'm good with them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all good.
That's
Real good.
That's
But I
right
want to
there.
be good with them off for everybody. Talk to me.
Yeah. What can you share?
Where
with
you
your
go to
clothes
church
on?
at?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, feed me spiritually. But that comes in time. That comes in dating. Am I right? Because if you're dating with a purpose, you'll get to know somebody and you'll get to know, like, do I like this cat or shoot? Because some people are just meant to be friends. Even people who we marry sometimes. We were just meant to be friends. We were never really supposed to walk down the aisle. But that's another Jenny Jones, like my granddaddy say. What you got to say, Bruce?
I mean, everything.
talking.
I mean, y'all on point. On point with everything. So, just like he said.
Grown folks talk.
Yeah, because he has daughters, and I do too. And one thing I realize is, I mean, I'm not concerned about my daughters. I mean, as he know, they equipped. I feel sorry for these little boys out here, because these little boys
you
is,
didn't train them up right.
What?
No, I mean, no, it's just, it's the girls now, because I do some work in the schools and things of that nature. So the girls are way more advanced than the boys.
That's true.
Like he was saying, they know exactly what they want to do. And now in the elementary schools that I do my volunteer work at and stuff, the little girls, if the little boys are like, if I do anything, the little boy gets in trouble. The girls don't.
Yeah. Because
And the girls are real aggressive right now. They're very aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
They're
indeed.
very aggressive. So, and guess what? The boys ain't giving into it now because they scared they're going to get in trouble. So guess now what they're doing is they getting with other girls.
That is crazy.
In elementary school.
That's a whole nother conversation. Yeah.
There's one little girl that she's the player of the elementary school. So she goes around, all the little girls, they like her because of the attention and the energy that she gives them. So, on that note.
Because stuff is not innocent
she's a child.
anymore.
Where she learned that from?
Yes. Because when we were going to school, if a boy felt your behind, then it wasn't no big deal. It wasn't like he was trying to hem you up in the coat room, taking your clothes off. That's just what little boys did. Now little boys can go to jail for that.
Yeah, but the little girls are going inside the bathroom. They are going in the bathroom.
You touch one of my girls on the ass, they've been taught well. Ridge the nose and square the jaw. Hit them hard as you can.
But like I was saying, you feel like your daughters are equipped to handle the work.
Oh, yeah, they ready.
You see what I'm saying? But if you had a son, what about the son?
So,
you see what I'm saying? They need to be equipped.
But see, I've got nephews that I raised. I got a grandson that
So you
I'm
tell them
raising
don't touch nobody?
Don't touch nobody.
You touch somebody? I ain't telling y'all it's right. But when we was kids, catch a girl, get a girl. Come on now.
But because I touched somebody because I wasn't taught to not touch somebody.
There you go.
My father wasn't a talker like that.
Yeah.
He was just a provider. He gonna go to work. He gonna make a check. He gonna pay the bills. He gonna go to bed, get up, go to work, and do it all over again.
Right.
He was a
That
provider.
was my granddaddy.
He wasn't invested in the granular discussions in the home because my daddy was born in 1929. He was old school Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
Every time you say that, I just can't even think that far back. That's like Jesus' time.
Yeah. So I was raised by old school Louisiana. So he didn't do that, right? So, but I do that with my children.
Right.
My nieces, my nephews, my grandchildren. I do that because communication rules the nation. Right? You got to talk about it in order for them to know about it. Right?
You got to be
because if you don't talk about it within your four walls of your home, you know what I'm saying? The streets going to talk about it. As soon as they get outside that front door, somebody going to be talking about it and not in the right way. So they could receive that message totally wrong.
That's not how we was raised. We was raised to shut up and to not. That was considered talking back to have dialogue or what you talking about.
Yes, come on now.
In the house.
You see what I'm saying?
What happens in this house stays in this house, right?
Yeah.
We was raised with that.
That was a good bad
thing about it is, that can't happen now because everything is so social media driven. Every time something happens, somebody got a phone out taking a picture, taking a video, and posting it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about the four walls of your home, for the most part, and most homes are no longer sacred. You know what I'm saying? Or no longer sacred.
Nobody's life is sacred because everybody want to be seen. Everybody wants they live their whole life on Facebook. They do. So the next question is: do all men cheat, and if so, why? No, Bruce, you the.
Oh, you want me to start with?
You can start out because you are the professional bachelor.
I mean, I see all type of, posting things online when people ask the question, what's the percentage of women compared to the men that cheat? And by me being inside a hair salon for 25 years and being on the barber, I get a chance to get a whole different perspective on everything.
I bet you do. I'm telling you.
So in my case, I know that in my belief, I don't have a lot of men that I know that focuses on, hey, I'm gonna go out and mess around, that type of thing.
But you know some that do.
Well, I know from my opinion, since you asked me the question, all I can say from my perspective is there's definitely more females that mess around than men.
Wow, you hot?
Because a man got to have somebody to mess with.
So what you think?
I don't think it's a gender question.
Okay.
I think it's.
Do people cheat?
Oh, okay.
And why? Come on now, let's talk about it then.
Why? I don't know.
Our camera lady got hot, ladies and gentlemen.
But I will say is, I think there's a deficiency in relationship as far as true communication, right? So you start with young relationships. Mm-hmm. People get into them for the wrong reasons. We talked about some of those reasons on the front end of the show, right? And so when you get deep into the relationship, you start to hit those potholes in relationship, because anything that's good, any true relationship, will have blemishes.
Okay.
Right? If you always on a level playing field, if you always good,
then you ain't good.
somebody lying.
Yep.
Somebody lying in the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
So you're going to have those potholes. So how are you committed to your relationship to deal with the potholes, right? And so when you, in terms of marriage, that's what you're talking about, the for better, for worse, because the worst is going to come.
And the worst comes soon as you say I do. How about that?
The worst is going to come. So what are you going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Now you can run it and you can run it cheap. You can run and sign the forms and get divorced or whatever, or you can fight through it. The biggest thing, we said it earlier, and it sounds cliche, but it's so true. My daddy, in all his wisdom, always said there's nothing two people can't settle as long as they talk about it, even if we have to agree to disagree. But in that talking, it has to be totally disclosed. You have to open up and talk about what you're feeling, how you feel it,
you have to
what
be
you
open.
expect, how you expect it, to see if the other person is willing to embrace that, or where the compromise comes in.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want this and you want that. I want this from you, but you're only willing to give this much. And you want this from me, and I'm only willing to give this much. So let's compromise.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. You're made how you're made. The fabric of your person is what it is, regardless of what you're trying to do otherwise.
So why do you think people cheat?
Well, I don't think there's no one answer for that. You have some people that cheat just because
because they can.
They're promiscuous and it's available and there's an opportunity. You have some people cheat because they are
low self-esteem. Check to change.
Okay. There's some people that cheat because they're missing something in the relationship that they're in.
Okay.
And they find a piece of what they're missing in somebody else.
And some people do it for the sport of it. See,
then you got people that swing, married couples.
Yeah, they do.
Who's into doing other things with outside people. I mean, people do that. And then in some countries, some men got 5 and 6 wives. I mean, so it's all about what works for the person, I think. I mean, different situations. I mean, I can't really put an answer on the why part.
Well, that's what I say. Because the viewer also said, why be in a relationship if you're going to continuously cheat? And this is my belief. This is my thing. Charge it to my head, not my heart. I don't know everything. But if a dude is cheating on you, 9 times out of 10, you know it. We have women's intuition, and we only don't say anything. We turn a blind eye to it because we don't want to deal with it. Some women deal with it. I'd rather have a piece of a man than no man at all, and you let that nickel ride. And the truth of the matter is, it's not a reflection on you that he cheats on you. That's a reflection on him. And you have to be like, do I want to deal with that or do I want to let that go? That's up to you. That's up to you to stay in a relationship with a man that cheats, that can't give you 100%. Because you're worth that. That's
or a woman that cheats.
Or a woman that cheats. But we focusing on the ladies today. They sent this in. The brothers act like they don't have no issue with dating.
You asked the honest question. So that's why I say I'm a man, because I'm gonna tell you something.
Women that are watching, you got girlfriends that
absolutely they're professional.
But see, him being married for so long, he definitely, and that's what I tell guys all the time too. Because one thing I tell the younger generation, I let them know that at the end of the day, in the Bible say he sent us help. It don't say anything about he sent them no help. So
we the help me.
So we need the woman. So that's where the power, that's where the source, that's where it comes from.
I always say I got this from Miss Doris when I used to work at Positive Hair. Said the man is the head, but it can't function without a neck, and we the neck. You can't move your head back and forth, left, right, or up or down without that neck.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the woman will let you be in control. It'll be her big plan, and she'll let you get the credit for it. That's a good woman. Well, baby, what do you think? Okay, well, I agree with that, but if it were me, I would do it this way. A man that has a good woman gonna follow that, even though he's leading, even though he's in charge. But that's a whole another question that ain't on the thing. Stop treating yourself like a wife and you just his chick or his girlfriend. You are not his wife. You are still single till you say I do. Right or wrong?
Right or wrong. Right,
Shit.
You right.
Live your, and that don't mean you gotta have a whole bunch of people just until he makes that final commitment. Come on in, Kimmy. Did you get what you needed? She's okay. She's gonna block the camera, but let her get back to her station. All right. So Kim, you back? Do we have any questions before we go to the next question?
Comment is that works both ways, meaning I don't share.
Who is that?
That's from
I'm telling you, it's okay. There's something out there called hip and dip and flint vitamins. Yes, I made that shit up. And if you keep sharing, you might get it. So find you one good one. But anyway, so how do men really feel about a woman making the move first? Like, say she likes somebody, right? And she wants to approach him. How do y'all feel about an aggressive woman or an assertive woman? Because, you know, it's kind of.
I'll let him answer that first. Well, I guess
I don't really know as far as for me, but from what in the perspective in that discussion, one thing about an aggressive woman or an assertive woman, it's okay for her to make the first move, approach the man. She likes him, she sees him, or whatever. But in the fabric of the relationship, you know what I mean? That may transfer itself over into that to where she's trying to run him, right? And now she's superwoman. She's too powerful.
Okay.
Maybe superwoman because I got a superwoman, so that's okay. But the man to me, the man is designed to lead for a reason. God wrote it like that, right? But when you are trying to control your man as one of your children, that's gonna be a problem.
But like, what if a woman, she sees somebody, she likes somebody, she's interested in this man, but she's not sure if that man is interested in her? Is it okay for her?
Well, I've never approached a woman.
Never?
No.
What?
I mean, never. I've never. You
I've been
put
knowing.
it out there. If
Okay.
you know, far as me to
I've been knowing Bruce
see a woman and say, you know, hey, you look good.
You wanna
Let me
go
get your
out?
contact. Approach them like that. I've never done that.
They all approach you.
It's just worked out a certain way. But I've never approached a woman.
So you okay with a woman like, hey, my name is
That's normally how.
Betty Ann, and-
Well, it don't normally go like that.
But after that, do you like
some
take
type
over?
of way. You know what I learned from? I learned from watching a cat, and then I remember a song that say, "Why do I feel like that? Why do I chase the cat?" And I observed a cat. My aunt had a cat, and it'll just walk around in the vicinity to get your attention, and then you get close enough to it, it'll scoot up, but it'll always stay just right there in your view.
So,
I learned that from a cat.
My question is, should a woman that's interested in a man, should she say something, or should she send a message via somebody else? How should she do that?
I mean, I think she should, because that's the only thing I've ever experienced.
I don't think that's a right or wrong way. You know?
Okay, all right. I'm trying to help y'all out there, players.
The ones that want to do it,
If you want
it's
to approach
okay
him,
because
approach him. If you want to send a message, send a message. You got
right, because you got all type of men. You got
all kind of vehicles to get the message across.
Yeah.
You know, if you seeing them and you feeling them, you know, let him know. See what happens.
All right then. I'm gonna take that advice then. How about that? What?
Rhonda Lee.
Oh God, mommy.
No, it's a good one. Assertiveness is just helping him see excitement.
Thank you, Mama. Appreciate that.
Come on now, mama.
Mama
That's
too.
why she my mama. Okay, so how do you know when you've been put in the friend zone? Go. Okay, like
That's a Bruce question. I don't know.
Chris, yeah, you
I
hitting
got
him.
one
You
friend.
hitting him with it.
I call her wife. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
that's a
yeah.
that's a Bruce.
Well,
That's a-
that okay, and this question has been asked. They like when I have these type of shows, they send the same questions. Well, not the same questions, but it's like they really want to know.
Know what?
Dating. Okay, first of all, dating ain't like it was when we were dating, when we were like in our 20s. You went to like a happy hour, you went to the bar, and you sat at the bar, and he bought you a drink, and y'all talked. Now everything is online. They hit, the DM be popping, and I don't answer that, cause hold up. First of all, I don't need you to catfish me. I don't need you to lie to me, and I don't need you to be able to not talk only with the keyboard.
Yeah, I heard y'all experience a lot of stuff. I heard y'all get sent pictures of their private parts, everything.
Let
Yeah.
me
I said to myself, what? Who does
Oh,
that?
I'm in
I didn't know
church.
that exists.
Okay, I'm in church. Sidebar off the thing. I'm in church. My phone buzz. Well, you know, if my phone buzz, my Bible's on my phone. So my phone buzz, and you know, you kind of hit it because you know you got family. You know, it might be an emergency. When I opened that up, it was looking at me, and I was looking at it, and my neighbor in the choir stand was looking at it too, and I'm trying to get it off. Don't send me no dick pics on Sunday morning at church. I go to church every Sunday. I sing in the choir.
Wow,
I'm
so
in
that's
the
a
choir
popular thing.
stand.
That's a popular thing?
Yes. The random
Really?
dick
Wow,
pics.
that's amazing.
Yes, and if you're well endowed, save it for another day. But don't send it to me on
Save
Sunday.
for another day.
Okay, so can good friends, can being good friends turn into a successful relationship? Come on.
Yes.
I think so.
Best of friends make the best of relationships. You need
Okay,
that.
I say that too.
In fact,
I think
I
they be
think
friends
a lot of
first.
relationships need that. A lot of relationships are deficient of friendships.
Because I know this is one cat, been knowing each other for years, and he was like saying that he loved me and that he was really, liking me, been liking me since we was kids, but he didn't want our friendship to be ruined. So he never, tried to talk to me in any type of way. He just wanted me to know how he felt. And then he ended up marrying someone else. But he'll still say, well, I love you. I think I probably wouldn't have did it anyway, but I think, but if he would have never shot his shot, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but
I felt the same way.
I can't with him. But shoot your shot. You only get one chance to hit the bullseye.
No, you was too good of a.
See, I told him.
You was too much of a good girl.
This man had told me I was his bucket list. Boom. I said it before he did. Bam. How about that? But shoot your shot. You never know. You might hit the bullseye. You never know. Because if you're friends, you're going to have fun. You're going to have fun if you're friends. You're going to learn how to agree to disagree and move on. You got to learn to like that nickel when you got to learn to love them even when you don't like them. And when you friends, I believe you can do that.
But relationship don't work out, then y'all not friends anymore.
If you true friends, I think you'll stay friends. Just like you said, you were married, and when you and your wife divorced, y'all still friends.
Yeah.
I think real friends, not that frenemy shit, not that fake friend. If you are really, really friends, because I don't have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people, but I don't have a lot of friends. And the friends I have, my baby's having a hot flash.
So you still friends with your exes?
Some of them. Really good friends, too.
That's good.
The only reason me and my ex-husband not friends anymore because he got remarried. And I didn't want to be disrespectful. And that's a whole nother show. But, let's go to the
Anybody
next one.
commenting on how I'm just weighing out that popcorn?
I try to have, let me tell you why I try to have snacks for the people in the place to be, because we be drinking on here and we don't want to, lean up out of here. So, what's the difference between men and women when it comes to dating?
I think it's just expectations. Once again. I think it's just expectations.
He don't date, so he don't know.
I mean that's the difference. I mean, it just.
But I'm around enough that do date.
But a woman.
I think more so than not, women are looking for that, that
Prince
trip down the
Charming.
aisle. Right?
Yes.
They're looking for that trip down the aisle. Are you the one, that my daddy gonna hand me off to?
Yeah.
Right? The men, more so than not, more men are just looking for
A good time.
Yeah,
Somebody to have fun with, a companion.
Let me get
Come on, say it. I want to drink
once again, like I say, he's married and he get a chance to see a whole nother perspective. See, he get energy that come his way a whole nother level. Mm-hmm. Because one thing I realized, I used to wear a ring.
Yes, he did.
Just to attract.
That is crazy.
I used to wear a marriage ring on my finger just to attract a certain type of a woman.
A woman that don't
a certain
want...
type. I want to attract the type that didn't really want that commitment. They just want somebody that can have a good time with, certain moments and things like that. So I have put on a ring just to do that when I was younger and things of that nature.
Because let me tell you something.
So it's all types. It's all types.
It's women out there. You are absolutely right. It's women out there that want to settle down. They want to walk down the aisle. Then there's some women that don't want the responsibility of a relationship, and they will be your professional side chick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I was on another show last month, and we was on this topic too as well. And somebody on the show was like, I mean, that's what they do. They have a married man they talk to. Because every time I talk to women, they're like, oh, I never mess with a married man. I never mess with a married man. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. But in reality, I know the real deal is, yeah, they do it because it's convenient.
It is convenient.
Because that's the one that's going to be that provider, that type of thing, that type of situation. So that's why I say, I get a chance to see the real side. A lot of people have the dialogue, the talk, you know what I'm saying, that type of thing. But in reality, in motion, on an everyday basis, people know what they want. And one thing with a woman is, back in the day, they had to put up with a lot because the man brought home the check.
But now they got their own.
So she knew about the woman across town, but what was her option then?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But now, if you got your own house, you got your own money, what is the value of a man at this point? Because I know back then they will put up with a lot.
Okay.
Because he brought the check home, but she cared about our house.
Okay, so what is the role of the black man in a relationship today?
What's the value of a black man?
Because here's my thing.
I'm asking you that.
I'm finna tell you. I work hard every day. I can pay my own bills. Yeah, it'd be nice if you can chip in. I want a good teammate. You gotta have your team. There's no I in team. But it's not because I need you. It's because I want you. I want to come home and see you every day. I want to cook for you sometimes.
So you don't need it.
No, I need you, but it's not that type of need like my grandmother needed my granddad. Because you're right.
But it is someone who feel like they need that.
Yeah.
And those type of people always in relationships. They never say, I don't have a man.
And they rather have.
You see what I'm saying? Some women, that's their focus is to be in it.
That's true.
Right.
But you have to, I think the first person you should fall in love with is yourself. Because if you love yourself, the other love will come. Love Christ and love yourself.
That's easier said than
You're
done.
right. Exactly.
But it's work. But
it's work because for those that know Christ, that don't know Christ, they can't fall in love with him. That's number one.
Yeah.
Don't
For
have
those
a clue.
that don't know themselves, they can't fall in love with themselves because even in homes right now, homes are so broken by lack of fathers, divorce, custody battles, and this and the third. Children lose their identity, and I mentioned it earlier. You're a product of your environment, right? Yeah. So for someone that grows into an adult, they may have the age and the tenure of an adult, but there's so much damage or lack of internal infrastructure on the front end for them to know.
Absolutely.
Because, and we talked about this last time I was on the show. I'm 52 now, but when I turned 40, my gift to myself was to go to therapy just because, right? Yeah. That was my birthday present to myself. I thought I knew Dre for those first 40 years.
Yeah, but you
I really thought I knew it. You know what I'm saying? But I learned so much more about myself at age 40. You know what I'm saying? It was like, wow, okay, this is who I am. Boom. It was a wonderful thing. So some people just can't love themselves because they don't know themselves.
Because last week, I don't know if y'all watched, I had Growing Up the Child of an Addict and its effects. And you have to really I talked about therapy. Although I said I've never had therapy before, but I'm definitely not against it. Because each week when I do this show, when we have serious topics, yeah, we have fun or whatever. When we have serious topics, that's therapeutic.
It is.
To get that out and to talk about it, because you attract who you are. You attract what you've seen as a child. You attract the good and the bad and the indifferent. So when I say learn to fall in love with you, that's not something. I've always had high self-esteem. My mama has told me I was wonderful since I was a kid. And I think she really reiterated that because of the type of father that I had. So, and because of the things that we lacked growing up. So she wanted to make sure she always constantly let me know, but you are great. And greatness lives inside of you, and you can do and be whatever you want to be. So
yes.
You have to deal with your inner child. You can't get into a relationship if you broken, because you're only going to attract that broken glass.
You can get in one, but it won't be good.
It won't be good.
It
Trust
won't be
me.
good because
You
those
can get
issues
yourself together.
will come
They-
out.
Man, they come to the
They will
surface.
come out.
They
And
rise up.
when they do, if the person that you've chosen is not equipped to deal with your brokenness, it's gonna fail.
Yes.
Versus the one that's like, okay, I wasn't expecting this. I didn't know this was behind the curtain, but we in this shit together. We gonna ride or die with this.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You may have found one like that.
Because a real man, not saying that other brothers aren't real, so please charge it to my head, not my heart. But a real man, if he sees that you're fragile, if he sees, because, you know, if you out there looking for love, first of all, let love find you.
Yeah.
Because the word says, a man that findeth a wife finds a good thing. And it's, date with a purpose, but also, like, date because, okay, just want to have a good time. Go in it with no expectations. Because if you're broken, you're going to attract brokenness. But a real man, like, dang, this girl is everything. I just want to. Now, don't get one of them ones that want to fix you. Oh, God.
Yeah, that
Nickel,
runs
I
up
don't need fixing. Jesus fixed me.
Nickel, she killed me with that.
I'm
Nickel,
perfect in
I
every
like
way
that.
in God's eyes. So if you don't like me for the way I am, you can go to the next one. Somebody might want to be fixed. I was in my feelings on that one. Let's go to the next thing. I'll hit you with this, Bruce. Do guys lose interest if a woman gives them sex too soon? He's scratching.
They don't lose interest. I mean,
after a few times, yes, because, and I talk to brothers about this all the time. If you give them sex soon, they're not gonna run off right away.
Okay.
They're gonna milk that cow for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until they get the next one that's gonna give it to them
Milk the cow.
soon. They gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, you know, because you got a lot of men out there, you know, that put a premium on coochie. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men out there put
give
a
me
premium
some
on
examples
coochie.
of what
You know what I'm saying?
some examples when you say that.
Their
When you say a premium,
their whole focus, their whole direction about dealing with a woman is to sleep with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
because the discussions I have around me and my
And
friends
let me finish that point though, Bruce. I say that because there's so much more to a woman in a relationship that you can pull out of that, and especially when we get older, man, you can't the coochie you want to get. A lot of times you can't even get to it. What else are we gonna do? You know, can we watch a movie? You know what I'm saying? You know, we got Netflix over there. Can we
my
got
point.
DVR.
That's my point.
Look, we got so many other things we can do, have to do, other than that. But if mentally, if your only focus, if that's your focus, you at a deficit because you're gonna miss so much other things that can happen in a relationship other than when you toss the covers. You know, the covers gonna always be there.
and like I was getting ready to say, I mean, the discussions I have with my friends and people that's around me, business wise or whatever, is the men always stress the fact they're trying to keep up with trying to satisfy the woman. Trying to just keep up with that alone. So it's not chasing that because the men around me don't have to chase it or even look for it. It's a matter of how they gonna manage it. And the ones who are single, they managing satisfying them even with the sex, because when the woman wants sex, it gets very interesting when they need it.
Because I'm gonna just say,
And the man be like, you know, but with us, because my experience with the
Comments
women,
went off the chain.
my experience with the women is like this. It's like a pill or something. It's like, it's like an antidote or something. It make them
What
feel
they
better.
say, Kim?
It make them cook a pound cake.
Sheldon
Okay.
said yes, if sex is too soon, the challenge is not there.
I agree.
You're right. But would that stop you from going back the second time, Sheldon?
Come on, Sheldon, talk to us.
You know,
Well, we'll wait for you to answer
you're
that
not being challenged, but it's available. What you gonna do, Sheldon? Holla at me.
Yeah.
because
Talk to me. I'll talk back.
and there we go. Can a serious relationship, and then we waiting on your answer, Sheldon. Can a serious relationship come out of a one night stand?
Is that Sheldon from the church?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, holla at me, Sheldon.
Because I think A woman's sex drive is just as strong, if not stronger than a man's.
Oh, it's stronger.
Because
Well, that's the real side, and that's what's not being talked about. Is the real. I understand, the dialogue and things of that nature, but the real side is, I experienced the real side, and I had them discussions all the time. The men around me don't chase it; they're being chased themselves. It's like, okay,
but it's
I
like
need that, I want that. So it's the other way around.
it's like a woman pursues you. She wants to, because like I said, a chick, when she see you straight out the gate, she know if she gonna smash you or not.
Hold on. We talked about this 3 months ago. And this is what I tell my daughters, the same thing, right? A woman, I don't care how old or how young, when you walk up and you see a man, boy, teenager, otherwise, in the first couple of minutes, you telling yourself,
I'm gonna hit that.
in the lobe, like, oh, he can get this.
Yeah.
And I don't care how much ADT, how many burglar bars, how many pit bulls you got in the backyard. If her mind is made up, he gonna get that coochie. Oh, he gonna get it.
Yeah.
He
now,
gonna get it.
this is my thing. If a man really wants to be with you in that way, he not really trying to be with you. He just trying to be with you in that way. And you one of those chicks that say, I'm more than just sex, so I'm gonna hold out. I want you to get to know me. Will they just stick around?
Maybe not.
Until they get.
Maybe not, but I'm gonna tell you like I tell my daughters, if he don't stick around, let him
Hey,
move.
I know the deal. I got all homies.
You a woman.
If he don't stick around, let him move. Put a stamp on it. But if you waiting for the one that's gonna stick around to really invest in your value, because my daddy told me.
And this for y'all. This ain't for me, because I got all homeboys and uncles. They gave me the game.
Boy, when you find a woman you can build a kingdom with, you hold on to it.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if I see the integrity in you that we can build a kingdom together no matter what.
Exactly.
Family, finances, home, whatever. We can do that together. Oh, then you the one I want to invest in, right?
Because a man sees something special in you out the gate.
Ding, ding. You know what I'm saying?
A man sees, when a man sees his wife, he knows it. When a man sees somebody he wants to spend his life with, his time with, he knows it. And and truth of the matter is, he don't care what you do.
Well, hold on. When a man sees his wife, he knows it, right? Until his homeboy say, hold up, dog, she a freak. You might.
Then you just want to test it out.
You might want to hold up.
But you might be different. Like I said, you might be different.
But you can't go off of what somebody else say. You might miss out on something good. So,
Yeah, okay.
This is the last question. We're going to do the round table. I'm not playing with them today. I'm not playing with these nickels today.
Yeah, it come around now. See what I'm talking about?
Now she would have shortchanged it. Hold on.
See, that's
Cut the commercial.
See, that's a lot. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. This dialogue is different. But at the end of the day, life is real.
Yeah.
And right now, people want to hear the real deal. They want to hear the real deal. And for me, I live it. I see it. I understand both sides. The women, I tell the young men.
Hashtag, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I mean, for the young boys, I tell them because I have to change their whole perspective. Because I have to let them know, you the man of your house because the woman allows you. That's the difference because they don't know that.
Oh, what did Sheldon say?
He responded and said, yes, I will go back. It doesn't feel like much of a challenge.
So, ladies.
Oh, but boy, I got a homeboy. Let me tell you something. He told me something. You go back.
Yeah.
Sheldon, let me tell you something.
Come on with the real, Sheldon. I appreciate it.
You'll go back when you fall in love. You keep going back.
Man, she messed around and do some stuff to him that he ain't never had done to him before. Yeah, shit.
So we're gonna do the round table. This is the last question.
Go ahead.
Name the best place for singles to meet the opposite sex. Because I think that's because everything is such a social media thing. Everything is done in the messenger. Everything is done in DM. Let me tell you something. I'm scary. So if you DM me or you message me and I ain't never met you, I'm not finna start emailing you back and forth, falling into your fingertips. I'm not gonna do it. I need to meet somebody, and that's just me. My sister called me old lady. I got to meet you out.
When you send out your piece when she at church, she probably not gonna call you back.
Now, if we know each other at church,
When you send a picture of your piece, in the car
I'm not calling you back.
You might not get a response.
What's the best place? What's the best place to meet somebody?
Oh, you just never know. I just
In
think
the
people
world.
Yeah.
In the world. It ain't church. It's not a bar. It's not at work.
Right.
It's when you meet that somebody that's meant for you. It could be you could be riding the bus together. You could be sharing an Uber. You know that is so universal. You cannot pinpoint that down.
Yes.
Anywhere. You can just stumble upon that, and there it is.
Yeah.
Well, look at that, y'all.
It's
So
the same
get
way in the
out.
world.
You ain't gonna meet. It ain't gonna knock on. They might knock on your door, but get out.
Might be a FedEx driver.
Come on now.
Sign for this.
UPS. See,
They ain't going, you know.
it ain't gonna be no
They gotta be
barber.
somebody. You know, I asked a woman, I said, what you looking for in a man? She said, first of all, he has to have a job. And I said to myself, I said, wow, that's the...
First of all, he gotta love the Lord.
Well, I mean, you know.
He gotta have great
That's-
conversation. He gotta love his mama. That's first and foremost. I don't need you to be doing no drugs. Now, if you smoke a little reefer, that's on you. But but I don't need you to have no real issues because I dealt with real issues with my daddy. So and that'd be fun. Be a comedian. Let me tell you something.
I think a job is important. Yeah.
Yeah, you
make
got
them
to
laugh.
have one.
Yeah, if you make them laugh, look, if you freaky and you funny, you in there.
Oh, that's a standing ovation if I could get up right now.
Freaky and
funny
Freaky
and
and funny.
finance.
See, that's why I'm telling y'all that come from the married one. I'm going to tell you something.
Make them laugh.
The
make 'em
married
blast.
people get the best advice.
Yeah.
They
Make
get the
'em
best
laugh,
advice.
Make them blast. You in there.
Married people get the best
And
advice.
love
They do.
yourself. A man can see that. She take pride in herself. You ain't gotta be super made up. They like them natural. I mean, my sister came in here today. Sidebar. You know your ponytail don't match your hair. I said that's before I start going gray. That's why. She's like, oh, that ain't no extension. I said no. Be real sometimes. See, I didn't have time to do my hair today. That's why y'all got this puff. So hey.
You could have put your Tina Turner on.
Last time.
Last Sunday.
Oh my God!
I said, look at my girl singing on solo with her Tina Turner wig on. I said,
Hey, I took that wig off in the parking lot. And I had that wig on because I was nervous because I didn't really know the words. And you know, when you ain't got the words in your spirit, you can't really minister. So, charge it to my head, not my heart. But thank you guys for coming through. Dre, you always come through for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bruce, because I know you don't do this kind of stuff.
Nah,
Y'all have any more questions before we sign off? Everybody hit the like button if y'all can hear us really clear today. Hit the like button. If you love the show, hit the heart button. Hit the share button right now. Everybody do it at the same time. 1, 2, 3, share. Bam. Shut the internet down. Shut it down. Now, next week, y'all get ready because we all going to be in costume. We all going to be in costume. It's going to be all things Halloween. And I love the Lord, but we going to celebrate up in here. And I'm going to have a special drink. Y'all get ready, and we're going to have a good time. And if y'all we're going to talk about all Halloween movies. We're going to talk about Halloween when I was a kid opposed to now. Like, I ain't going to see no scary movie right now. They all demonic. When a grown man come up to me and tell me, oh, I went to go see The Nun, and I ain't sleep for days. Nah. And I love scary movies. So, y'all tune in next week. He probably wasn't a cute. But y'all ain't available. Anyway, I'm single. Y'all ain't available. So, I'm almost coming up on a year doing hashtag. I'm just saying, I got something real special planned for that. And they still trying to get me on this blind date. But I think I'm going to save that for the year. Because we did the very first show for Valentine's Day. So we're going to do that then. The week before Valentine's Day. I will go on a blind date. Y'all pick me somebody good.
Okay.
Because don't show up.
He ain't got to have both legs,
but you know,
though.
oh, yes, he do. At least one.
And you got to have a job.
Funny in finances.
You got to have a job. Look, my daddy said a man was created for 2 reasons: to go to work and provide for his family. If you can't do that first,
yes, sir.
You don't need no family.
So thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all share. Remember to laugh. Remember to love. Remember to be the light and always.
Come on, baby, I need you closer. Hey, baby.